Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. So, first video of the week. Like I say, I promise. No, not promise. I'll try. I'll try and put out 3 videos a week for you guys because I know, the views are starting to pick up a little bit, and you guys, the comments are really picking up, and I love reading the comments, and I love, the interaction with you guys. And what I will ask you is, if there is any ideas of videos that you would like covered, please can you put in the comments, and I'll try my best to do it. So one of the things that keeps coming up at the minute is about important signings in our Premier League era as a West Ham. And the one that keeps coming up is Thomas Soucek, the most important player that we've signed, in the Premier League era, or in most recent times, probably the last 10 to 15 years, is he the most important player? I'll give you the pros and, the argument for Tom, and then I'll give you some other players that, are definitely in there with an argument. So Soucek came in when we were in big trouble. We desperately been needing a box-to-box midfielder for a long, long time. There's been players that have tried to do it, but maybe just not up to the standard totally. Obiang, I look at João Mario, good centre midfielders, but not exactly what we needed. We needed, when Kiati went, we needed someone to come in. Kiati replaced Diarmi, and then we never replaced Kiati. So Soucek's come in, scored very, very important goals. Looks a constant threat in both boxes, defending headers, scoring headers, just arriving late and making a real nuisance of himself. The perfect partner for Declan. He's freed Declan up a bit. Declan's got a partner he trusts in that midfield, and it's brought on both their games. He's exactly what we've needed. His stamina is incredible. That the miles he covers, and never looks tired at the end, does he? Always looks like he can do that bit more. Such an important player. And then you've also got to credit him for the scouting of Soucek. Right back, a problem area, been there for a long time. You look at some of the failures there. Sammy Byram's. You can't say that Antonio was a good right back, a fantastic player in his right position, but it's been a problem area for a while. Fredericks as well, also not up to standard. Maybe Zabaleta for the 1 year. So the fact, that he scouted Soucek as well, and it's really given us a good balance to the team now. We've got a really good solid right back for 5 million from, again, a player that you could argue has been one of the most important signings of the last 10 years, 10, 15 years, and maybe well up there in terms of Premier League era signings for us. It's just fantastic. Such an important signing, a player we've needed for a long, long time. If we're looking at players, that have got, honourable mentions in this, and I say honourable, I mean, if I'm looking at my most important player we've signed of Premier League era, it's probably John Hartson and Paul Kitson in terms of what they did for our club to keep us up. And, one of the last West Ham player to score over 20 goals in the Premier League. Such a legend. One of my earliest favourite players, obviously Julian Dixon, my first, and then probably Johnny Hartson was my second favourite West Ham player of that time. So they're definitely in the conversation. Players like that, Kitson and Hartson, and then maybe you've got to be looking, in terms of his impact for the club. You could say impact. Your Palos and your Payets, but in terms of what they've done, in terms of what they've done when we've needed them. So Di Canio was bought as a punt, went on, fantastic career, West Ham legend. Payet, bought in, sort of half unknown, 12 million, luxury player, went on, had an amazing season for West Ham. But I'm talking about what they've done for the club in terms of the way they've transitioned it. And like I say, you've got to be looking at Paul Kitson, John Hartson, Thomas Soucek, maybe even Soucek in there as well. Let me know who you guys are. This is just a quick video. I didn't want to go into every player because then you'd end up having a 45-minute video. But let me know some of the players that you consider the most important players that we've signed in the last 10 years, 15 years, or Premier League era in general. Until then, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Come on, you eyes, keep believing, hit the subscribe button. Let's go.